what was your process for writing this book? You mentioned workshopping with a writer's group. As I mentioned, I have started this book in many different versions, many forms over the years, and I'd say started writing it in earnest in around 2019. And the process then, when I started, was just let everything pour out. Like every story that I've ever wanted to tell, everything I remember that I might want to put in the book, I wrote down, and that did pour out of me. It was pretty easy. I have a good memory, and I like writing down. I like writing things as I remember them. I did join a writer's group. The person I was working with as kind of a book coach, mentor, slash editor for hire, Suzanne Kingsbury, created this method called Gateless writing, which when I first heard the name, I was like, what is that? I need to know more about that. And so I joined her writers academy, her book writing academy. Most of it was workshopping. We were in pods and we would just upload our work, like I think around 1,200 words, 1,400 words every other week to a Google folder and give each other feedback on the work. The gateless method means that it is not critical feedback. It's only pointing out where the positives in the work, where the power is in the work. And the idea of it is to keep each other writing and to know what's powerful about our work, not what needs to be fixed, etc. So I felt pretty good about the stuff. The downside is that made me think that all the stuff I had workshopped was ready for prime time. And I handed my editor at Hachette in early 2021. She had asked for sample chapters. She meant like 2 or 3 chapters. And I handed her everything I had worked on so far, thinking it was pretty good. And she would like it and give me praise and say, keep going. Or, yeah, this just needs to be tweaked a little. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect what I got, which was comments like, this is a mess. Now you're really rambling. What are you trying to say here? Where's the POV, etc. A lot of pretty harsh criticism. And she wasn't wrong. She said a lot of this needs to be cut, needs to be made tighter and funnier and punchier. And that sent me into like a death spiral, an ego crash, like that lasted, depression, anxiety that lasted for a while, a good chunk of that year. And then I got back into it, like rewriting all that stuff and reshaping it probably at the end of 2021, and spent 2 solid months really powering through, rewriting. And that was with the help of Suzanne Kingsbury, the editor I mentioned in the beginning, and this time her feedback wasn't just, where the power is. So it was like, these words need to be cut. She helped me groom it, meaning like I had a good 25,000 words to cut at the end, and we had to go through and find which words could be eliminated, which paragraphs, but mostly it was like finding words you could take out and still keep the parts that you love. So that's my process in a nutshell.